Okay, guys, welcome back to the podcast and the YouTube channel. Today's a very exciting one. I'm joining one of my clients inside my online coaching program, Martin. Martin's been through an incredible transformation so far, and it's not just a physical transformation. It's been his performance, it's been his attitude, his mentality. So many different things have improved since being on the program. So the purpose of this video really is to showcase Martin's success, inspire some of you guys. And I think Martin's got a really, really strong story that I think will resonate with a lot of people and inspire a lot of people. So yeah, Martin, let's dive in, mate. How are you?
I'm all right, mate. Thank you. You?
Good.
I'm
Not
good.
bad, mate. Not
Yeah.
bad now we've got started. It took a
Yeah,
while
I
to get
know.
the tech set up, but we're in now. Okay, Martin, so first question for you, mate, is give us a bit of an overview of who you are. So the people watching, obviously, they're not going to know who you are yet. They definitely will by the end of this video. But yeah, where are you from? What do you do for work, etc.?
Yeah, obviously, I'm Martin. I'm from Telford. I've lived here all my life.
Yeah.
For work, I'm like a warehouse lead op. I've been there about 18 years now, so I look after a team of 5 people. Can be demanding at times, 12-hour shifts, but yeah. Obviously, I'm married with 2 kids. So yeah, life can be hectic at times.
Nice, mate. I like it. And obviously, I know you've worked with, say, some coaches before, and we'll go through that in a second. So I know you've done the in-person model before, and we'll go through how that differs to maybe online training. But before you started with me, what made you think, you know what, I want to give this a try? Like, where were you? What was going on with your health? Where were your circumstances at? And what made you want to get started?
It depends how far you go back, really. Like just before starting with you, just I don't know. I wanted to focus on myself more. I was giving a lot to other people and not myself. Whereas working with you, I could have like do things at my own pace. Like I go to the gym when I want. I don't have to be somewhere on a certain time, if you know what I mean, like a class. Yeah, and my mindset has completely changed with being with you. Yeah, just
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Nice. And just so the people who are watching are clear, what was like your circumstances before joining? So like people come to me and they say, right, Jacob, my goal's to lose weight, or my goal's to get fitter or run a marathon, right? What was your initial driver for change? What was it?
To better myself. Obviously, I did want to run a marathon. I don't think that was the original goal when I
No.
joined you. Like, it was something I wanted to do, but it wasn't something that I was like, set in stone
Yeah.
going to do. But yeah, it's just focusing on myself and understanding I'm a better person when I focus on myself as well. It's just being a little bit selfish, which you need to be at times.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mentally as well, I was struggling quite a lot. But yeah.
Okay, nice. And it's interesting because I speak to a lot of people that have done PT online, and their main goal is to achieve a result. Let's say the majority of people who are probably watching this or I speak to is to lose body fat, right? They want to look better, they want to feel more confident. So that's the majority of people. Now, what's been like your outcome, like you said there, is to feel better. Is there anything else that you'd add to that? Like, was the goal to lose weight, get fitter, etc.? And if so, why? Because I know you've done other things in the past. Why do you think that hadn't worked, or had it worked and it gone back? Like, because you tell me, but you've done personal training, you've done like different classes. Talk us through a little bit around that, mate.
I think a lot of it was like before joining you was to do with willpower. Like in my head, I thought I could do it, but when it actually come to doing it physically,
Yeah.
I wasn't able to. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
willpower only gets you so far. Whereas I knew that I had to go to the gym, strengthen my joints and like muscles, everything. Like, I knew I had to do that. I just wasn't doing it in order to get where I needed to be.
Yeah. But even though, like, even when you had a personal trainer or you were doing the classes, do you still feel like you weren't, like, what do you feel was missing out of that?
Accountability mainly, and I don't know. I've just run myself into the ground doing too many classes. Eating as well wasn't the best. I'd run myself into the ground, just eat what I want because I thought if I exercise, I can eat what I want and it's fine, sort of thing. But yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Interesting. So you've tried these different methods before. You've done classes. You've done personal training. But that's how long something going on for? Has that been a couple of years? Was that like decades? How long were you doing that?
4 or 5 years, I say. Something along those lines. Stop start constantly. Obviously, I'd go with a PT and then either couldn't afford it or something would crop up and then have to stop, and then it'd just be like constant stop start. cycle. Yeah, it's something that I have enjoyed, but I just needed to focus on myself.
Okay. So yeah, no, I was gonna say as well, like over that 4 or 5 years, you've worked with different coaches. What do you think the main reasons for? Because obviously within that 4 or 5 years, you're looking to achieve an outcome. For you, it's fitter, get stronger, lose some body fat, feel better in yourself, which is a big one. What do you think the main reasons have been for stopping you from getting there? Was it the, like you say, the accountability? Was it the nutrition? What do you think was the biggest barrier to achieving that result?
Mindset, I would say. I just probably didn't think that I could. Now I understand that you can still think that you can't do something, but you can still achieve it as long as you follow those steps
Yeah.
to get there. Do you know what I mean? A lot of people think that there's no way I can achieve that, so I'm never going to do it. But you can. A lot of it was mindset for me. So I invested in a mindset coach about 3-4 years ago, 3 years ago maybe, and that's changed a lot, like the way I think and the way I see things.
Good. No, glad to hear that. So you feel like mindset was the biggest sort of thing holding you back, and you weren't getting that from say other services. But I assume that you still made progress, right? Doing like personal training and classes and
Yeah, I still made progress and things like that. I just, before I come with you, I just felt a bit stuck. Like I just needed a little bit more accountability, a little bit more. Yeah.
Okay, got it. So when you joined my service, or when you were sort of interested and we had the conversation, what was it that you were looking to get from my online coaching service that you maybe weren't getting elsewhere that you felt like you needed? Was it that? Because obviously I'm not a psychologist or a mindset coach. So if it was that just that you were looking for, you wouldn't come to me. So what was it that you were looking for that made you join the program?
Probably at that point it was to lose weight at that point, because I'd lost the weight and then I'd put it back on. It was creeping up, and I think I joined you around October time, didn't I? So it's close to Christmas, and I thought if I leave this now, then after Christmas I'm just going to be in a bad place. I'm going to be heavier. Like, now's the time to join and think about myself, kind of thing. And I just, obviously the marathon, I want to complete the marathon or boxing or anything, but we're quite similar in what we enjoy. So that's what like swayed me towards working with you.
Nice. And like when we had the original conversation, what made you go, you know what, I'm making the decision? Because I speak to a lot of people and they'll go, I'm going to spend some time and I'm going to think about it, or maybe I'll try alone for a bit longer. Like, what made you go, you know what, no, I'm definitely doing this. I'm taking action now, not later. And I know we worked out how we were going to make that happen. Like, what made you so ready to go, I'm doing it now, I'm not waiting?
I think mainly because it was down to me. I knew essentially the only person that could get the result is me. You could guide me and help me get there, but the only person that can put the effort in was me, and I was just ready to take the action and do what I said I was going to do to get the result. And it's been better than what I thought it'd be, to be honest. I don't think I'd be where I am now, but I am. So
yeah. Brilliant. We'll talk about that in a second. I think for you, Martin, like you've been a huge part of the actual community. So for those who don't know, inside the program we have like a bit of a community going. So we've got obviously group chats, we're doing in-person events, we do weekly calls, and people people feel like they know each other in there. Like people from all around the country. Some people have met, some people haven't, but we build like quite a strong bond inside the network. And you specifically, Martin, have obviously been really valuable to other people. So in your opinion and what you've seen and what you've heard, like maybe it's excuses, whatever, what's your personal belief around people who say like, I don't know, I need to think about it, or like they keep putting it off, like maybe it's a bit of a fear of change. Like what do you think is going on in that way?
Yeah, fear of change definitely is for a lot of people, but I think it's the questions that you ask yourself, like, where will I be if I don't change? How will I feel if I do change? Obviously, with everything, you get anxious. It doesn't matter, whatever it is, if it's something new.
Yeah.
You're always going to be anxious. And the more you do something, the more you get used to it and you're not as anxious, kind of thing.
Of course.
But yeah, I think it's just the questions that you ask yourself, and probably self-belief for some people as well. They don't believe that they can change when they most definitely can.
I agree. I see that because people will like have, whether it's what people have told them in the past, what they believe to be true themselves.
Yeah.
Everyone has like a way that they perceive themselves, right? And it's like your identity, you believe you can do that, you can't do that. That's not me. That's not the type of person I am. and that definitely impacts people's fitness journeys and people's just even ability to start and get going. Have you ever been like that, or have you?
Yeah, definitely. Many years ago, I wouldn't have stepped foot in the gym, let alone be sat here next to you.
Yeah, yeah,
And I didn't think I'd ever be here, to be honest, but I am. It's just it's mindset.
mm,
It's I don't know. It's hard to say. Sometimes it's being stuck to your own story as well.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah,
Sometimes it's almost like just, you know what if I just think, like, almost just think differently for a minute. Like, I've been telling myself I'm this type of person, I can't do that. What if I just do it and try it, and like, what's the worst that can happen? I think everyone always thinks like worst case scenario rather than like best case scenario. Like, what if you do it, you get the results that you want, and in a year's time you've ran a half marathon, you're running a marathon, you've lost weight, you feel better, like you're more confident, you're doing podcasts that you wouldn't have thought you would have done. Like, no one really thinks that. We always think of like with like a scarcity mindset, right? I think that's just sort of human nature. Yeah. So okay. So obviously, when you join Martin, the thing is with Martin, he's quite similar to me. I like to try and do everything, but it doesn't work. So I had that conversation with Martin. You were interested in boxing, running, losing weight, like physique development. When we had the conversation, we said that this year is going to be mainly about the running. So I'll let you tell the audience what it was that you joined me to achieve, what it was that we set out to achieve, and where we're at currently on that journey.
Yeah, so when I joined, obviously it was just about the weight loss, and I was adamant to you, like on that first phone call, that I wanted to do boxing and running and everything in one go, and then it come apparent pretty quickly that, you know what, Jacob's not having this. Like, you can't you can't do all that in one go. You just need to focus on one thing, and you were right. Like, I would have ran myself straight into the ground if I did do that. Yeah, so then we looked at what I could achieve, and then I wanted to run the marathon, the Chester 3 series. So it's the 5K, 10K, and full marathon. And we've just took it from there, really. We just steadily built up to 5, 10, half, full.
I was going to say, Chester's a 10K half.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah,
No, but you've done a 5K prior as well. Yeah. Makes sense. So I was going to say, don't put your achievements down, mate. You've already nailed the half. So on that journey of setting out to go, right, Chester triple, 10K half, full marathon, just so people are aware, because people might think, oh, well, he's been doing loads of running. Like, what is your background? Like, have you ran before? Like, what's the most distance you've ran?
No, I wasn't a runner at all. I've done like couch to 5K.
Yeah.
And couldn't really stick to it. Never really got to the end of it. I've run the park run a couple of times, but it was more, I didn't understand how to run, like what to do. Just literally go out, run as fast as you can, and then next day be absolutely exhausted and not want to do it again, if you know what I mean. When it doesn't work like that. It's just slow, steady.
Yeah, nice. I like it. So you're obviously not someone who's come from like a strong running background. It's not something you've been doing for ages. I think a lot of people probably ran, say, a 5K before, or done a park run, couch to 5K. What do you feel like has been that biggest, like what's been the biggest shift to go, you know what, I don't come from a running background, but I'm going to challenge myself, and I'm going to go for something like a marathon. It sounds scary. You probably have felt like maybe that's even a bit out of scope. But what's made you go, you know what, I know it's scary. I haven't been there before, but I want to do it anyway and see how I get on.
Just to challenge myself. And it's something that I've always wanted to achieve. Like years and years ago, I remember sitting in the front room with my mum, and London Marathon was on TV, and I said, I want to do that one day.
Yeah.
And I thought, I'm never going to do that. Like, I was overweight and just like, I'd never do it. But yeah, I'm here, and it's just, I enjoy it for the mental side as well.
Yeah.
Obviously, when you get out and run, it's free. You just, gets you thinking, and it's good for you mentally.
100%, mate. So where are you at on that running journey now? So obviously you started, you hadn't done a hell of a lot of running before. We've progressed. Obviously, like you say, you joined in October 2025. For reference, for people watching, this is July 2026 right now. Where are you at in that running journey? What are your runs looking like? Are you running how many times a week? Obviously, I know, but tell the audience distances, etc.
Yeah, so at the minute, 3 times a week. Obviously, I'll have my long run, which I do. At the minute, this week it's 16K.
Yeah.
Tempo run, which normally lasts for about an hour. I enjoy those ones, to be fair. It pushes you.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially when you've got that target to work towards, and you definitely push yourself more than if you're just out.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Of course, yeah.
And then I have a 30-minute run as well on a Monday. And 1 gym session as well. So
nice. Brilliant. I like it. And obviously, over the course of the program, that's developing, and then the long runs are getting longer. I know now with the marathon prep, we switched to like just tracking it in miles rather than kilometers, and I think you got like 3x2 mile one of the sessions. So the long runs get longer. It's gonna become harder, but I think that's what makes the journey, right? I read a quote this morning. It was like all about it's not all about the end destination, but it's about that journey, and like you're acting every single day in alignment with like your morals, your values, and what makes you happy, and what fulfills you. And I think that's what you're doing on this journey. That marathon is just like what they call it, the victory lap, right? You're just you're gonna do it, and you get the medal, and then think how you're gonna feel, proud of yourself. So
Yeah, definitely.
I like it. So that's where you're at the moment then, with regards to your running. What other success have you had since joining the program then?
Mentally, for sure. I don't really think about much anymore. I just do it. Whereas before, I'd need like clarification from people, like, I'm doing this. What do you think? Whereas it's not really their decision; it's yours. Do you know what I mean?
What do you mean by that, though? Like, I think I know what you mean, but maybe some people wouldn't.
Not clarification. What's the word? Yeah. So just, I don't know the answer.
The word. So like, you saying that you'd say to friends, family, like almost have to tell them why you're doing something. Is that what you mean, or am I off the map?
Yeah, I'd have to get acceptance, or acceptance, not the right word.
That's all right. Might not come to mind. I think I know what you're trying to say. I thought what you meant by that is like you have to explain to others why you're doing a run, why you're booking an event, or why you're working with a coach, or maybe other people say just why can't you do it yourself, that sort of thing. Or maybe I'm wrong with that. You tell me. You can just literally say you're wrong if I am, by the way.
Yeah, no, it is more like I needed reassurance that what I was doing was like, you know what I mean, a good thing.
Okay, I'm with you.
That makes sense. Like,
yeah.
Like if I tell someone who doesn't really run that much, I'm going to run a marathon, they'll probably look at me and say, "Why are you doing that for?"
Yeah, yeah.
Whereas now I'm like, "No, I want to do this. It doesn't matter what you think.
Yeah,
I'm going to do it," kind of thing. If you understand what I'm trying to say.
Of course. No, I get that. I like it. So like, you're just making your own decisions on what you want to do now, which is good. Yeah. Okay. So outside of the running, then outside the mental benefits, like when we say mentally, you feel like you're in a better place. Like you say, you don't feel like you need. It's your decisions now. What else do you feel has improved from a mindset perspective?
A lot, really. Obviously, the priorities which we do have helped as well. I feel like I can help other people as well, which in the group who are struggling.
Yeah.
And that helps me as well. When you help other people, it helps yourself, doesn't it?
How does it help you?
It helps me because it reminds me as well what I need to be doing. Do you know what I mean? It's not always like, it just helps me in that way. And
I like it. Cool. I think as well, you're similar to me in that respect of like when you help someone, makes you feel good because you feel like I don't know, it just fulfills me. It feels like it's quite a caring thing to do, and you feel good as a byproduct. You feel like you're helping someone else and you're impacting someone else positively. I think you're a lot more. You're very disciplined. Like like I said, I was driving to the gym for reference. I've obviously got clients around the country, but Martin lives very close to me, and I just saw you running. I know that you've had a lot on your plate, and you still got out, and I can see you running. You're getting it done regardless. But maybe I'm wrong. But the past version of you might not have done that. You might have skipped it and had a takeaway or something else instead, right? So
yeah, definitely, I would have done that. Like it's that accountability from you, and I know that how I feel after the run is always a lot better than if I'd had a takeaway and the next day feel like crap.
For it.
Like,
yeah, exactly, mate.
For sure.
Yeah. Okay. So no, great. So people obviously know a bit more about where you're at before you start and what sort of caused you to join. The success you've had. Let's talk around like outside of mindset and outside of what we've already spoke about regarding the running. Let's talk about say the weight loss, because that hasn't been like the primary focus really, but it's still been something that's been going on in the background. So what success have you had there, mate?
So I've lost about 10 kg now. Obviously I weigh every morning. I don't really focus on the scale too much, to be honest. It doesn't. I know certain things can affect it anyway. But yeah, I've lost 10 kg and I'm feeling a lot lighter, happier when I'm running. You can definitely tell when you're running, when you're heavier.
Yeah.
And obviously I've put a little bit back on, but with running the marathon, you're always eating. You're always hungry. You always feel like you're eating a lot more.
Of course.
But yeah.
I think as your expenditure's increasing, this is what I say with my clients as well. If you're running, like training for a longer distance event, you're trying to lose weight as well. you always want to try and keep the deficit really as small as you can, where you're still getting the rate of weight loss that you want, but obviously you're still fueling properly for your sessions, because I wouldn't want any client training for a marathon and being in a deficit really. I think the most important thing, especially if you're a bit newer to the sport of running, is that you've got adequate amount of energy coming in when you're expending a lot, and that's comprised of like proper good macronutrient split and adequate amounts, so that you don't want to be getting injured, right? You want to be fueling properly for your sessions, feeling good during them, but also recovering well after as well. So 10 kilo down is incredible, mate, first of all, so well done for that.
Thank you.
Absolutely fantastic. Running's improving as well, mentality's improved as a byproduct too. It's all sort of coming together now. What does the future look like for you? Tell the audience maybe what are you looking for in the next, say, but let's say by the end of this year, what does success look like for you by December?
So on top of the running, I've enrolled in a level 2 gym fitness instructor. So it's something that I wanted to do for a long while as well, but I just hadn't had the confidence to do it. So hopefully by the end of the year, I've got that qualification as well.
Brilliant.
And eventually, I want to become a PT or something along those lines.
I like it.
Yeah,
for
fantastic.
Sure. That's a big pivot in like from where you were to where you are now, and now you're even looking at this as like a career choice. Is crazy, mate. It's really good though.
Yeah, I love exercising, mate. How it makes you feel, everything about it. It's just it's great.
And what's your purpose with that? Like, is that to inspire others? Is that to like, what's the reason behind the qualification and going into that industry?
Yeah, to inspire others, because I've seen many people who are struggling and don't know what to do and stuff like that. It's not like I say, it's not about like extreme weight loss or anything like that. It's just about how you feel in yourself.
Yeah, I agree.
And if you're in the right mindset, then that's when the weight loss will come.
Yeah, I think mindset is crucial, mate. Well, you're living proof of it, right? How much better you are now. So the future looks bright, mate. You're smashing out. You're running. By the end of this year, you're going to have the medal for the triple. You would have completed the full marathon, which is amazing. The weight's probably going to continue to drop, given that expenditure's going up as well through your running. And like I was touching on earlier about performance, of course, we have to be really mindful around that, because you've got big runs that you need to fuel for. But I'd still expect the weight to probably drop slightly. And then going into the new year, mate, the world's your oyster. So what does next year look like? Because I know we spoke previously about maybe doing some boxing and some strength, like more physique development. What are you thinking as we speak? And maybe we can reflect on this in 6 months' time.
Yeah, it's a difficult one because I'm not really sure at the minute. Maybe boxing. Probably physique more after this, and then focus on the gym qualification, PT qualification, and then see where that takes me, really.
Nice. I like it, mate. And one of the last questions, we'll see how we get on, is what would you say to someone who's not sure and they're a bit on the fence to joining the program? They're thinking, you know what, maybe, because this is what I get all the time, busy with work, long shifts, maybe they've got responsibilities outside of partner, family, and they just feel like they're always moving on to the next thing, new projects at work, then they're buying a house and going for a house move, then they're on holiday, and then it just feels like it's so hard to get into a routine. And they say, you know what, Jacob, I'll wait until, give me a few months or give me 6 months and I'll get back to you, because right now I'm super busy. What would you say to the person that knows they need to make a change but keeps putting it off because they think that now isn't the right time? What would you say to that individual?
Yeah, there's never a right time. There's never going to be a right time to join, I don't think. It's asking better questions of yourself. Where am I going to be if I don't join? Obviously, they've made that call to get in contact with you, so there's some sort of like eagerness to change and do something about it. And like I say, it probably is fear of change, the unknown for people, not knowing what's going to happen. But yeah, there's many clients inside the group which are proof that they can. I think there's probably been a lot of people that have come to you and said, I don't know if I want to join this, that and the other. Yeah. I think I was one of them at the time as well. But yeah, just do it, basically. Just focus on yourself for 12 months and then see where you are after that.
Yeah, I like it, mate. Well, if you, like you said then, you were a little bit on the fence at the start. What was, like, and you said about maybe fear. Was it fear for you at the start, or was there another reason for why you were hesitant?
Yeah, definitely fear. Knew that I'd have to change gyms, do this, do that, but it's something that I, really wanted to do, and yeah.
And where did that fear lie? Because fear can be like, someone might be just anxious to go to the gym. Someone might have fear because they doubt themselves that they'll even do the work. And once they've invested, they're like, well, now I've got to do the work. And then maybe they doubt their ability to do that. Where do you think your fear was? Yeah, where did that lie for you, mate?
People's perceptions of what you probably should look like when you go to the gym and things like that, and like big muscly men and things like that. But it really isn't that at all
No.
when you walk in. And there's many people there from different backgrounds, everything like, it really isn't that scary. Everyone's there for themselves. People will help if you need the help, and yeah.
I love it. Class, mate. So I think I'm pretty happy with what we've covered. Is there anything else that you want to go through, mate, before I wrap it up?
Not that I can think of, no.
If you were speaking to someone and you wanted to give a piece of advice to someone, and not necessarily on the fence of joining the program, but someone that just maybe doubts themselves quite a lot, because I think maybe that's something you've gone through. Someone that knows they want to achieve things, but they keep being in the mindset of like, nah, I wouldn't be able to achieve that. Like you said about the marathon, I wouldn't be able to run a marathon. That'll never be me. What would you say to that person? Because they're in so much doubt and so much like no belief in themselves. Everything seems so challenging. And what would you say to that individual?
I would say be around people that have already done it before. Be around the peer group that you want to basically grow. What you focus on grows. So be around people who are on the same journey to achieve the outcome that you want.
I like it, mate. Fantastic. All right, mate. I feel like we've pretty much covered everyone. Not everyone, everything. I'm happy with that, mate. All good, yeah?
All good.
Finished. All right, well, guys, that's been Martin's success story. Absolutely incredible transformation. Just to finalise, 10 kilo down. Now, ran a half marathon, 10K PB. Now he's got a marathon towards the back end of the year. Mindset's improved massively, way more consistent with this whole routine. And obviously, he's living proof that even when you've had times where mentally you don't really feel like you can do it, you massively doubt yourself, you can do it. If you put your mind to it, like Martin said, then if you surround yourself with the right people, you'll be absolutely flying. So, Martin, appreciate you joining me, mate. And yeah, I hope that's inspired many people.